Hi everybody, it's your girl Diva and I'm going to show you how to drape your own bodice today. So here's what you're going to need. You're going to need some muslin, some scissors. I'm going to use my paper scissors for this. Some markers. I would recommend you use a pencil, but I'm using a marker for the sake of this video. A measure tape and some pattern paper so that you can draft it on paper as well. Some pins and a mannequin, of course. So let's go ahead and get started. Here I already have my muslin pre-cut. It's a 20 by 22 inch square. Right here I'm just measuring where I want it to pin it down so that it would be big enough to cover the front of the bodice. I also have about an inch that's pressed down in front so that I would have a nice crisp clean line. So now I'm just going to mark where I want the neckline to start and where I want the waistline to start. And there you see it's just some basic markings. Right here it's time to mark the actual neckline, and you'll see here how I'm going to do that. Now you want to clip away the excess so that there's no bunching at the neckline. So now you can see how much more smooth it is. And I'm going to go from the center neckline all the way until you get to the shoulder seam. All dress forms have seams that are raised on the side seam and as well as the shoulder seam. So there you're going to be able to see where you want to stop. So you just saw me run my finger across the shoulder seam. So there is where you want to trace. So that is the arm plate, and you want to stop ½ an inch before your arm plate. So now we're gonna get into one of the front darts. Now usually you would use your princess seam, which is the seam right in front, to do your dart, but I didn't want my dart like that, so I'm gonna do it like this. Here I'm marking where that dart stops at the tip, and then later on I'm going to lower it about ½ an inch so it's not right on the nipple. Now I'm going to trace about ½ inch on the outside of the arm plate, and I'm going to fill that side seam, and that's where I'm going to make my markings. I'm gonna do a much smaller dart right there in the armhole just to get rid of any excess bunching, because it just makes it look a lot cleaner. And again, I'm going to mark the outside tip where that dart ends. So roughly this is what you have here. I did press the dart so that you could see the lines a lot more smoothly, and I also outlined the darts so that you could see where it is. So now we're going to start perfecting the fit a little bit. I'm going to clip the bottom to get rid of any extra bunching so that I could perfect my lines. So letting go of some of that tension down at the bottom, it has allowed me to see where the fit is incorrect. So again, with the side seam, you can feel it raise through your fabric, and you just go ahead and you outline underneath the arm plate and right at the waist. Now for the back, I have the same exact square, 20 by 22 inches. So I'm just gonna pin right at the center neck at the back and right at the center waist in the back. I have allowed for a little space on the side so that I can get my dart correct. So now I'm pinning the front back on to the dress form so that I can see where the shoulder seams and the side seams are going to meet. I have folded the shoulder seam down a little bit, and I'm going to do the same with that side seam so that you could see the lines a little bit easier. Again, you're just going to clip that neckline so that it would release some tension so that you're able to draw the line nice and easy. Adjust your muslin accordingly so that you can get the best fit possible. I noticed that my shoulder seams were not matching up with my dress form, so I did change it so that I can get the best possible fit. Here I'm just outlining the ends of the shoulder seam so that I can get a perfect line. For the back dart, you're just going to grab that excess. You're going to make sure that your side seam is secure with a pin so that it doesn't move around. I'm going to just grab that excess and I'm going to pull that dart right inside. And I'm going to bring it as high because I do like a high back dart so that it really fits well. I'm going to relieve that tension down at the bottom so that it's nice and smooth, and your dart will come out nice and perfect. So this is our rough draft, our sloppy copy. I'm gonna take it off the dress form so you can see it a little bit better. And with your markings at your neckline, your shoulder seams, your darts, and your side seams, you just want to go ahead and connect those lines. I used a black Sharpie so that you can see better. So now we're going to refine it even more. We're going to blend those lines at the waist so that they meet perfectly. And we're also going to blend some lines right underneath the armhole. So I'm going to bring that down about a ½ inch and I'm going to blend those lines. So there you have it. When it's flat, you want to pin everything together to make sure that it's fitting well. And here it is on the dress form. Dun, 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 dun. So you finished your first bodice drape and now it's ready to draft onto paper. Thank you all so much for your love and support. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you in part 2. Bye.